Today is Thursday, November 6, 2025. It marks the fifth anniversary of the death of King Von. May he rest in peace. I'm gonna just get right into it. King Von's death, basically, damn near put an end to the drill scene as we knew it. You remember King Von had came and revived the drill scene, and basically had had everything popping again. But one bad decision was detrimental for OTF, a lot of the BDs, a lot of alliances that were active when King Von was living are not active no more. Some of them beefing. So many people have died since then. You had Slutty died on the scene. Who else died on the scene? Slutty died on the scene. Von died on the scene that night. They were saying Louis had died because of how horrific his injuries were. He didn't die that night. A couple years later, he ended up dying. Duke and Youngin not here no more. Dirk in jail fighting for his life. Him, Didi, a couple more motherfuckers because of the whole slide for Von thing. God damn it. It's just a lot, man. O Block is depleted as we know it. O Block is basically extinct. So many people have went to jail, man. The O Blockins that went to jail, C Murder, Muwab, and Zell ended up killing himself, and man, it's just a whole lot. It's a whole lot. I think it's crazy how one person, and it's safe to say this, now that we're 5 years down the line, which is crazy. King Von was that one person that built and destroyed tremendously. If King Von don't die, I think a lot of shit turned out different, even though I feel like even if he wouldn't have gotten killed, he still would have probably went to jail. I think that the situation that happened between, Lil Zell, Simon, and THF, I feel like that never would have happened. I feel like that never would have happened because King Von demands more respect. Like at the end of the day, if you steal something from somebody that signed to me or that I'm cool with and I'm a big dog, and first of all, you ain't got no respect for me. Because you're supposed to, man, them SN people, I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? That's SN, them guys. So I ain't gonna even do that. That's gonna start some shit. You feel me? King Von had respect like that. Like certain shit niggas wouldn't have did. You know? Like I said, it's just a lot. It's just a lot. I mean, if you look at the people that have died and have went to jail, I mean, it's a shame for real. Because you looking at a team that was before that happened was up. Even the motherfuckers that couldn't rap was up. You know what I'm saying? Like OTF was really, and then, Von died. But Von had gave OTF a hell of a spark, man. Von had gave OTF a super spark. And shit, after Von died, Dirk kept shining with that. But this whole slide for Von shit, I mean, at the end of the day, Dirk is locked up. And who is he locked up? Who are they saying that he had killed? Come on, Lil Pab. Lil Pab could have lived or died, man. Be honest. I'm just being honest. Lil Pab was not no piece on the board, for real. Lil Pab was a pawn. They took out a big dog. Lil Pab was a pawn. Lil Pab was less than a pawn, for real. Lil Pab, damn near, I want to say Lil Pab wasn't even on the board. Other than him being Quando Rondo's family. Which Quando Rondo ain't even no hell of a piece on the board. For real. He may be he may have been at the time like a fucking, I'm gonna say he was a pawn. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't no hell of a piece. So it's like y'all took the family of a pawn, of a motherfucker that didn't even mean nothing to this shit for real. And now another big dog One big dog gone and the other big dog fighting for his life. You know? OTF just went downhill. Boona ended up locked up. Booney ended up locked up. Zoo just got, he just got taken out. Rest his soul. Duty Low, he just duty low. And from my understanding, Chucky and YFG Fatso, who I believe was signed to OTF, they into it, all type of foolishness, And at the end of all that, you got a motherfucker that's sitting at the top of the hill right now who basically was influenced by the drill scene. I'm talking about NBA YoungBoy. And ain't got a scratch on him. You see what I'm saying? And he doing his thing right now. It's like, all that for what? All that for what? To turn around and still lose the war? Because if it's a war that we looked at that went on, you have to say that NBA won. Like, Von died, Dirk in jail fighting for his life, and NBA YoungBoy on top of the world. And the craziest part, the super craziest part about all of this is, all of this really transpired over a woman, man. When it's all said and done, man. Asian doll, man. I was just looking at the other day of some tweets, a lot of tweets that King Von put out. After he found out that Asian Doll and NBA YoungBoy had that song together. And looking back on those tweets at the time, I don't know why, but I really didn't really see it like that. Even though I said at the time that Von lost his life over a woman. Looking at those tweets, man, I'm starting to realize, like I had to come to the realization that Von was upset about Asian Doll fucking with NBA YoungBoy. And Von want to smoke behind that shit. For real. I think Von actually did have feelings for Asian Doll. A lot of motherfuckers might say, oh, SNTV. I think he did. Real talk. Anyway, like I said, it was the King Von effect, man. King Von effect kind of did it to that whole little era in Chicago. It kind of put the icing on the cake. Chicago as we know it is definitely not the same Chicago as we knew it. Real talk. Anyway, rest in peace to all of the fallen soldiers, man. Straight up, that died from senseless killing in the city of Chicago or abroad, man. It's your boy, SNTV. I'm out.